Dallas officers shot one suspect. That was near Love Field Airport.
In the other case, there was a group of officers in Cedar Hill. They said they confronted a suspect accused of shooting a doctor at a medical facility. And that's where we're going to start our team coverage for you tonight. JD Miles is in Cedar Hill, where, JD, I understand it's still a lot of action there.
There certainly is, Nicole. Cedar Hill's police chief earlier offered somewhat of a description of what went down here in two locations, all of them at about the same block of Beltline Road. And behind me, this bullet-riddled car shows where it ended when officers opened fire on a suspect who was believed to be responsible for shooting a physician at a nearby medical clinic. This began shortly after noon at the Methodist Clinic on Beltline Road. Someone called Cedar Hill police to report a man with a gun was on the property. And during that call, about a minute later, the dispatcher heard a gunshot. When officers arrived, they saw a man with a long gun fleeing the scene in a black sedan. They also found a physician at the clinic on the ground with a gunshot wound. Moments later, according to police, the suspect wrecked his car down the street. When officers surrounded the vehicle, they say the suspect refused demands to surrender and displayed his long gun before 5 officers opened fire. Police recovered that gun from the scene.
There are multiple body camera and in-car videos that will be reviewed as part of this investigation. However, they have not been reviewed yet.
When they start shooting, I start crawling back into the store here where I work at.
And that's one of the many witnesses who took cover when all this went down at a very busy intersection here in Cedar Hill. At last check, we were told the suspect was taken to Methodist Hospital. Their condition at that time was critical. The physician who was shot was also taken to a hospital. Their condition at last check was called stable. As for a motive in this clinic shooting, police haven't offered any insight at this point. Live in Cedar Hill, JD Miles, CBS News, Texas.